I'm Todd Stone, MLA for Kamloops South Thompson. I've been a member of the BC Liberal Party since I was 16 years old. I've been a volunteer in the trenches, I've run local campaigns, and I've had the privilege of being elected an MLA and serving in cabinet. Today, I'm proud to work with an exceptional group of people in the official opposition caucus holding the NDP's feet to the fire. And the NDP are certainly giving us lots of material to work with. 15 months ago, our BC Liberal caucus checked partisan politics at the door, and we unanimously embraced measures to support British Columbians and small businesses. Then, John Horgan and the NDP exploited that goodwill and called an opportunistic early pandemic election. That's certainly not leadership. British Columbians have watched the NDP bumble and stumble in so many ways. As a two-term government, they've failed to deliver anywhere close to their promises on childcare and affordable housing. They've put millions of dollars into the pockets of their 19 chosen unions through their union-only requirement on major infrastructure projects. 8 months after launching the Business Recovery Grant, the NDP have consistently tripped over their shoelaces, managing to only push 50% of the money out the door to date. Over the past year, while the NDP have grown the size of government by 35,000 positions, over the same period, there are 61,000 fewer private sector jobs today. None of this is leadership. The NDP know what to say, but they don't know what to do. That's called incompetence. You know, this has been a challenging time for all of us. However, thanks to the sacrifices of British Columbians, there is light at the end of the tunnel. As we emerge from the pandemic, it's more important than ever to look forward and focus on restoring confidence and rebuilding our province for the benefit of everyone. And forward is about getting British Columbians back to work and small businesses back up on their feet. It's about ensuring affordable housing options for all homeowners and renters, and about parents being able to access and afford quality childcare close to home. Forward is about creating a diverse, thriving, and equitable economy where everyone has a seat at that table, no matter their age, gender, background, or where they live in the province. And it's about throwing the windows and the doors of this party wide open and welcoming everyone like never before. But moving forward is also about putting a vision on the table that inspires people because they see themselves in that vision. And this requires leadership and competence. For all of this to happen, it's more important than ever that we pick the right person to lead the BC Liberal Party today. Someone whose values illustrate an understanding of the challenges British Columbians face every single day. A leader with courage to tackle those challenges with people at the center of bold solutions. A leader who is tested, experienced, and ready on day one to rebuild our party, take the fight to the NDP, and win the next election. Friends, I believe that person, that leader, is Kevin Falcon. You know, Kevin's the kind of guy that the more you get to know him, the more you like him and respect him. As a fellow girl dad, we have 5 daughters between our 2 families. I see in Kevin someone whose priorities start at home. He's in this for all the right reasons. I see someone who respects taxpayers, but also knows more needs to be done to ensure everyone benefits from a strong economy. I see someone who is attuned to the issues of our time, like truly affordable, accessible childcare, serious policies that address climate change, affordable housing choices, and ensuring everyone suffering from addiction and mental health challenges can truly access a pathway to wellness. I also see a builder. Kevin knows a few things about building transit, highways, and bridges. From one former transportation minister to another, I appreciate that Kevin gets how important modern transportation infrastructure is to powering our economy and moving our province forward. And I appreciate that Kevin gets that these transportation challenges, like so much else, are very different in Quesnel, Kelowna, Nanaimo, and Surrey. As an ideas guy, and with his significant political, business, and life experience, Kevin understands these challenges and he's well equipped to tackle them. Leadership is about bringing people together, and I see that in spades in Kevin. This is why I'm asking you today to join me in supporting Kevin Falcon as the next leader of the BC Liberal Party. Let's go.
Thank you, my friend. Let's go. Thank you very much, Todd. I'm honored to have your support and your confidence. I have a great amount of respect for Todd, both professionally and personally. As fathers of young girls, we're driven by the same desire to create a better future for our daughters and children right across this province. And that's really what brings us here today. Our party is at a critical juncture. We need to undertake the work of rebuilding, renewing, revitalizing our party through a broader coalition, and we need to get started in earnest. Since launching my campaign a few weeks ago, I've spoken to British Columbians in every corner of this province, having important conversations about the future of our party and province. And one of the things I hear most often is the need to unite. Whether Liberals, Conservatives, Greens, we achieve more when we work together. Just look at our time in government. We had top-tier public services, world-class education for our students, and some of the best healthcare outcomes in the country. We were leaders on introducing a revenue-neutral carbon tax, the first in North America, and I would point out something the NDP fought hard against. We built bridges, hospitals, highways and SkyTrains, including the Evergreen Line and the Canada Line. We hosted the 2010 Vancouver Whistler Olympics, and together we made our province proud on the world stage. But somewhere along the way, we lost touch with today's British Columbia. We stopped listening effectively and lost touch with the day-to-day concerns of British Columbians. We also lost the leadership we traditionally held by advancing bold public policies built on a foundation of principles. And we need to once again be that party for British Columbia, regardless of who you vote for federally, regardless of your ethnicity, your religion, or sexual orientation, regardless of whether your family has lived here for 5 years, 50 years, or 5,000 years. This is your party. It doesn't matter if you're from rural, urban, or suburban BC, whether you live in the Lower Mainland, the interior, on the island, in the Kootenays, the north, anywhere in this great province. Because if you love our province, if you think competence and integrity matter, if you believe that British Columbia's best days still lie ahead, this is your party. And Todd and I both know that. We've been there for the highs and the lows of our party. We know firsthand that we win elections by fighting for our principles and going after long-term solutions that deliver real results. And we know what happens if we don't. An NDP government that, apart from great-sounding promises, is unable to deliver for British Columbians because they don't know how. More than ever, in this moment, as we begin to get back to normal and businesses begin to reopen, we need competent leadership. Todd and I want a BC for all our children that gives them the same opportunities to succeed right here at home in British Columbia. We need to look for common ground, build on the values and the stories that unite us. Like Todd and I have both done throughout our careers, both in our public and private sector careers. We know what ails us as a party. It's time to get on with the solutions, and the rebuilding has already begun. Our team is growing and bringing in perspectives from all corners of this province. My co-chairs Diane Watts and Puneet Sander, and MLAs like Mike Morris, Trevor Halford, Ian Payton, and now you, Todd. With Todd's endorsement today, we've made a huge step in uniting and re-energizing this party. Let's go.